Hi, I'm Rachel Snyder. I'm here to tell you about the Hero's Journey class for Ignite Academy in 2025. This is going to be a really exciting class. If you're not familiar with the Hero's Journey, it's a cycle that we find throughout history and literature where an ordinary person finds themselves called to do something that they did not believe that they could do, or maybe perhaps didn't even want to do, but they encounter all kinds of trials and obstacles along the way. They receive help and they find themselves overcoming and returning to make the world a better place. This is, again, a cycle we see throughout history and literature, and so we're going to be looking for that cycle in different places in this class and discussing it together. We're looking for the good qualities in heroes, the heroes that look to God, heroes that tell the truth, heroes that have good character. And as we do this, we're going to learn a lot about history. This is not so much history to memorize names and dates, but to get a feel for all the things that came before and the ways that different civilizations have ruled themselves and different things that have happened in the history of the world. These are some things that some of the founding fathers of the United States were learning about the age your scholar may be now. And they will have the opportunity in the next couple of years to take a Key of Liberty class and learn about the founding of our nation. But we wanted them to be able to kind of have some of the same education that the founders did. Here's some more of the things that they'll be learning about from history. This instruction in history will come during the class time. Some of it, there a little bit will come from books, but we'll be doing simulations, we'll be making timelines, we will have a little bit of lecture, we'll be playing games. We like to keep things active and moving for this class. This may be the first scholar class that your child has taken, and what that means is it may be the first class where they are committing to do a decent amount of work at home. Might be, depending on your child, they could do quite a lot or they could do the bare minimum. I'll show you what some of the requirements are. Um, our goal for this class, again, is not to send home a chunk of knowledge. Knowledge is important. We also want to teach each of these scholars to think, to speak, to write, to compute, to read. These are skills that we're going to be working on throughout the year. Another thread for this class, along with literature and history, is multiple intelligences. And what you'll see for this class for multiple intelligences is that we're going to be learning about some different people who are able to share their gifts in different ways. The reason that we have included this is because we want each of these scholars to see that they have been blessed with gifts, and as they grow all of their talents and abilities, they'll be able to share their gifts with the world in their own unique way. And we will have guest speakers come in and talk about some of the things that they've done to kind of become experts in their field. We're going to read 4 books each semester. These are some of the books for the first semester: Crow and Weasel, The Children's Homer, which is the Iliad and the Odyssey for young readers, The Hobbit, either A Wrinkle in Time or The Mysterious Benedict Society. We've got to decide on that. They will have, as assignments, your scholar will do 2 projects or presentations where they can practice that speaking skill to the class. We're going to teach them to track their assignments throughout the semester. We'll do some memorizing. They'll memorize 2 scriptures or quotes. And then we'll be discussing these documents. When we do a document study, these are documents that may be difficult even for an adult who's been through college to read sometimes, but we're going to just approach them in a way to show the scholars that they can find in an historical document what the writer intended to say and to share with the world. And these are some of the things that have influenced civilization for a very long time. There will be some written assignments. These assignments can meet your child where they are in their writing skills. We'll be looking for growth, not perfection in the writing, but we're really excited to see what your scholar has to say to share with us. We'll be watching 3 movies. We won't watch these in class. We may get together outside of class to have a watch party, or your scholar might watch them at home. For semester 2, here's some of the books that we'll read. The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis, I Am Malala, and The Never-Ending Story, and the Magna Carta. Sometimes we switch up one book for another, but that's just to give you an idea of what probable books are. Here's another movie list for semester 2. And we'll also be reading documents in semester 2. This one, Charge of the Light Brigade, is one that some students like to memorize this poem. That gets really exciting for them. And then we will be again doing some document studies. And as mentors, it's our job to help these documents come to life for your scholar. In our scholar classes, we have an awards night at the end of each semester, and your scholar will have the opportunity to earn some kind of award that they can hold in their hand. It won't be a crown like this, but it will be something that relates to the hero's journey that can be very exciting to them. There tends to be a lot of positive peer pressure in these classes and excitement that builds around just earning this object that will help your scholar to feel that they just kind of represent all the excitement and the hard work that they've done over a semester of learning, and that will mean something special to them. So that's all for the Hero's Journey class, and you can ask me any questions that you would like.